Children, so welcome to again. So today we're going to discuss chapter 7 of class 7, that is congruence of triangles. So before starting this chapter, let's discuss a very important geometrical idea, that is what is congruence. Okay, it is a very important geometrical idea when we call two figure that is congruent or not. Congruence means if two figure having same shape and same size, means if we going to put one figure on another, they going to overlap each other, then we call that figure are congruent to each other. Like if I'm going to take example, like these two are my palms. Okay, so if I'm going to put this my palm on another palm, they are going to overlap each other, means we can say that these two palms are congruent to each other. These two palms, not my palm with another palm, is going to be overlap each other. So here these two palms are having same shape and same size. That's why if I'm going to put one on another, it going to be overlap each other. So these two palms are called as congruent to each other. So we can take any two figures. So whatever the figure, if they have same shape and same size, means they are going to be called as congruent. Like if I'm going to take these two bangles, okay, these two are having same shape, means both are the circle, same shape. Now let's check, these two are having same size also. If I'm going to put one on another, they are having same radius, okay, and all the thickness, everything is exactly like each other. So we can say that these two bangles are congruent to each other, means if I'm going to put one on another, it going to be overlap each other. Okay, also these two bangles are having same shape, okay, both are circle, and also the same size, means their circumference, radius, whatever the measurement we have for a circle are going to be exactly same. So that we can call that these two are congruent to each other. Okay, so similarly if I'm going to take these two bangles, okay, here these two bangles are having same shape, okay, both are circle, but also the sides are also same. No, they are not going to be overlap each other. Okay, obviously we can see that one is thinner and one is thicker, and also their measurements are not same, only the shape is same. In that case we cannot say these two are congruent. So what is necessary? Two figure must be congruent when they have same shape. The two figure must have same shape, and also second point, that same size. Okay, that only that case we can call two figure are congruent. And in simple word we can say that if two figure going to be overlap each other, then we call that is a congruent figure. Okay, like we have lots of congruent figure example, like every page of your book, like in your math book, all the page are congruent to each other because each page overlap each other. They have exactly same shape and same size. Okay, lots of example we have in our day-to-day life, that is congruent. Okay, so here we're going to discuss, in this chapter we're going to discuss congruence of triangles. Congruency may be in for 3D, two-dimensional, for any figure. Like this is not a triangle, but it is congruent. So but here in this chapter, in your syllabus, we're going to only discuss the congruency for triangle. So before starting congruency for a triangle, we're going to discuss some simple aspect of triangle. Like triangle have line segment, angles. So first let's see congruency for line segment. Okay, because triangles are made by three line segments. So first let's check the congruency for line segment. Okay, when we call two lines are congruent to each other. Okay, now tell me, when we call two line is congruent to each other. Suppose I'm taking two line congruency okay. Suppose I'm taking two line segment, this is one line segment AB, and here we have a second line segment, suppose CD. When we call these two line segments are congruent to each other, okay. Suppose I'm taking one more line segment. This is one more line segment. Suppose the name of this line segment is PQ. Now how we know that these two, which one is congruent to each other? Okay, here we have three line segment. So of course two line segment are congruent to each other when their length are going to be equal, of course. So here suppose this length of this line segment AB is suppose 5 centimeter, okay, and the length of this second line segment CD is also 5 centimeter, and the length of this line segment PQ is suppose 7 centimeter. Then how we know that which one is congruent? Of course we know that two line segments are congruent to each other when they have same length. So here we can say that the line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. How we say that? Because these two line segments are having equal length. Is line segment AB is also congruent to line segment PQ? No, because the length of this line AB is 5 centimeter, but the length of side PQ line segment PQ is 7 centimeter. Since their length are not equal, so we can say that AB is not congruent to PQ. Similarly, CD is not congruent to PQ. Okay, so what is necessary to become a two line segment congruent? Their length must be equal. So we have a symbolical way to represent congruent word. Like if we want to write line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD, so we don't require to write this in the word. We can write this: line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. So what is the symbol to represent two congruent word is like this. We're going to put to equal side, and on this we have a arrow like this. So this is the symbol to represent congruent. Okay, so we can read this: line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. Okay, now we're going to discuss second aspect, that is how we know that two two angles are congruent. Okay, so we're going to discuss congruence of angles. Okay, now how we know that two angles are equal to each other? Of course, if the measurement of two angles are equal, then we can say that two angles are congruent to each other. Like if I am going to draw two angles like this is any angle P, Q, R, and the measurement of this angle is given as 40 degree. Now I am going to draw one more angle. Here we have one more angle X, Y, Z, and the measurement of this angle is given as 45 degree. And we're going to draw one more angle like this, and the name of this angle is angle ABC, and the measurement of this angle is given as 40 degree. So now tell me which one is congruent. Okay, here we have three angles. Of course we know that two angles are congruent to each other if they have equal measurements. So here we can say that, see that angle PQR is 40 degree and also angle ABC is 40 degree. So we can say that angle PQR is congruent to angle ABC because their measurements are equal, that is 40 degree. We cannot say that angle PQR is congruent to angle XYZ because their measurement, both are angle same is equal, same, but shape is same, but the measurements are different. Here angle PQR is 40 degree and angle XYZ is given as 45 degree, means these two angles are not congruent to each other. Here we have equal measurement 40 degree, 40 degree. That's why we can say that PQR is congruent to angle ABC. Okay, so what is necessary to make two angles are congruent to each other? Their measurement must be equal. So these are the two aspects we discussed. First, congruency for a line segment and then congruency for angles. Okay, both in that case congruency for line, their length must be equal, and congruency for angle, their measurement must be equal. Now after that we are going to discuss congruency for two triangles. Okay, this chapter is all about congruency of a triangle. So after that, in the next video we are going to discuss how we know that two triangles are congruent to each other. So this is just an introduction. What is congruency? So two figures are congruent if they have equal shape and same size. Okay, their shape and measurement both must be equal. And after that we discuss congruency for line segment. Two lines are congruent to each other if their length are equal. Now then we discuss congruency for angles. Two angles are congruent to each other if their measurement are equal. Okay, so next video we are going to discuss how we know that two triangles are congruent to each other. So that's all for today. Thank you.